I'm a director of environmental permitting at Ørsted Onshore North America, which is a renewable energy company, building wind, solar farms, battery storage facilities, and we also have an offshore wind component that focuses on fixed and floating turbines in the US, Europe, and Asia.
I'm in the electrical engineering technician program here at Fleming College. So the program is basically a pre-apprenticeship program for people looking to have an electrical apprenticeship. The content kind of covers like basic wiring, basic electrical theory, an overall intro into electrical and what that would look like.
I'm the Vice President of Canada Life, and I'm the Vice President of Communications and Public Affairs. So I sit on the operating committee of a large insurance company. I look after all aspects of communication. So internal communication, the intranet, employee HR communications, business communications. We have over 11,000 employees, and then of course another 45,000 financial advisors. So sometimes we're communicating to 60,000 people.
I'm a managing director and principal, which means I'm an owner of a private wealth management firm. Our firm is called CI Private Wealth. And what I do is I work with clients to help them manage their money and then integrate all the other factors that affect that.
I'm in the welding and fabrication program at Fleming College. The program itself is not just one aspect of welding. I think a lot of people, when they think of welding, they think of sort of dirtier production welding. So what I've been able to learn is all types of welding, from really delicate sort of small piecework to obviously dirtier stick welding. So it's given me a much wider variety that I thought I was going to get, but then also it's given me a larger group of skill sets to use once I'm finished.
I really enjoy working on projects that I feel really good about and that I believe in.
Being a woman in STEAM for me means pursuing my interests and the career path I want, and not letting the male-dominated industry or anything kind of affect that thought process. Because at the end of the day, it's definitely intimidating and it has its own challenges, but it's definitely worth it.
I think I'm very fortunate. I've been so lucky to be in this field. I think it's meant that I've had a chance to influence other careers.
I did have an incident where I felt I had been treated disrespectfully, and at the next partners meeting I had prepared a written explanation of that situation and had read it to my colleagues, and I told them that I didn't expect to be treated disrespectfully. I think they were startled.
So what it means to be in STEM for me personally is I get to not only represent a portion of the population that really isn't represented in a lot of the trade and certain aspects of technology and just, I guess, male-dominated field. It means that my voice gets to be heard, and it means something. I think for me personally, even though it can be a little daunting to walk into a welding shop and be the only woman there, it still feels very empowering.
I think I would have told my younger self to know, this is where your strengths are, this is what you really love, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. If you know you're good at something, if you live and breathe something, if you love math and calculus, I think that you should pursue that, because you'll find what you're looking for if you pursue the things that you love.
The advice I would give my 13-year-old self would be to follow your own interests. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing. There's no right or wrong path. There's no right or wrong thing you should be doing.
Make sure you enjoy the journey and ask a lot of questions. There's always something you can be asking and not just of others, but ask the question of yourself, why am I doing this? Why do I enjoy it?
And I would say to just let yourself enjoy things that you enjoy. Listen to your passions. I think especially as you get into high school and as you get further into school, there's this suddenly fire to sort of, you have to make a decision right away, and it's do or die, and the first thing you find a passion in, that's the only thing that you can pursue as a career. There's no rush. I think a lot of people think there is, but the reality is you have your whole life ahead of you. You love art, keep doing art. You will find a way to make that into something viable as time goes on, but there is no knowledge or skill that you learn that won't be useful down the line.